Hi students, welcome to our EVTech classes. Students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is animals adaptation. Okay, so before going to discuss about this chapter, students, I would like to discuss a little bit related to this topic. Okay, students, you know, all of you means human beings, all human beings, plants, animals, they live in a particular region. Yes or no, students? How you are belongs to a particular places, means particular area, and like animals also, they are living also particular area. Okay, students, all the living things and living animals and non-living animals as well as they are belongs to a particular area. Okay, for example, students, just you think yourself, you are coming every day to school from a particular area, means you are coming from your home. Okay, your home as well as your neighboring home, and everywhere the human beings, they will live in a particular area. So like this, you have homes. Okay, different types of home buildings, and you are staying there day to day life. You are okay, you are living your life there. So like these students, not only you human beings, but also the plants and other animals also. Animals like dog, cat, giraffe, tiger, wild animals, they also live in particular places and particular area. Okay. So student, here I can conclude the adaptation. Adaptation what, students? So like this, how we are living in a particular area and we are adapting, means we are adjusting with the environment. Okay, and we are trying to adjust with our environment, in which environment we are belongs to. Means suppose you are living in your house or your home in near the Bidapur colony. So you are trying to live in Bidapur colony along with your family members. That means you are adapting your environment to live in Bidapur colony. Okay, students. So for example, once again I can tell you, students, if you are studying in Punnagyani English Medium School and your home is, you want to stay in Bidapur colony, because the school is in Punnagyani English Medium School and you want to you want to live near it to the school. So you want to stay the nearest to school, that is Bidapur colony. So you want to stay in Bidapur colony with your family members. So that means, students, according to the environment, whatever is going on in the Bidapur colony, you have to adapt. You have to stay in Bidapur colony. You have to follow the, and you have to adapt. You have to adjust the environment of what is going on in Bidapur colony. Understood, student? So that means, student, you are living in a particular places, in particular area in your lifestyle. Understood? So this is called adaptation. So like the students, animals also, they also want to live in this world. Yes or no? How you are living, they also have rights to live in this world. So they also stay in a particular area. Okay? So we will today we will discuss about this, the habitation, that is called habitation. Okay, habitat means how we are living in a particular area. We have houses, homes. Like these, students, different animals have different places to stay. Particular area they will stay. Not only all animals will be staying one place. Did you see like this? The dog, elephant, tiger, birds, different types of birds, cat, rabbits, they are staying in one place? No, students. In different places they are staying. So like this, different according to their different area, according to their different places where they are belongs to stay. So this is called their habitat. Okay, their habitat means in their day to day life they will live that place only. So today we will discuss more about it, how the different animals are living in different area or different places. Okay, and more we will discuss about the different types of animals. Understood, students? So let's start, students. You just might have seen different areas. All the animals, plants, they will stay. Some of the animals, they will stay in soil, above the soil, inside the soil, and water, and different oceans, fresh water, tree, grassland, snow cover area. So anywhere, if you will find, if you will search, if you will observe, you will find out the different types of animals. They will stay in different area. Okay, it is not only the land area, it is not only the water area. They will stay in some of the animal you might have seen different types of birds. They will stay on the tree only. Their houses on the tree only. Understood, students? And some of the insects and very harmful insects, they will stay in their what to drainage water. Did you see that? Yes. And some of the also when you are eating vegetables, students, or potato or brinjal, some of the sometimes you will find out insects inside the potato and brinjal also, students. So this is also called their habitat. Understood, students? Everywhere. Okay. In if you will keep some cooking food some days, after that the some insect will be developed in this cooking food. This is also their habitat area. Okay, students? So today we will discuss more about it. So let's start, students. Okay, they move about the find food, breed and raise their babies and in their habitat. Yes or no? How, students, we are also living and getting food. We also making breed means like how your parents giving child to you. You are the babies of your children of your parents, like this. Like this also they have also parents, and they also have breeding power. They can generate they can formation the generation. Okay, and raise their babies in their habitat. Okay, students? So like this, student, animals have also this type of rights. So students, so there are many different way of classification of animals. We classify the animal because you can see, observe, all the human beings are there. Okay, but human beings nature are same, but they may look different color or different appear, but human beings means same. But you just go through the animal, student, you can find out different types of animals. Okay, the dog, cat, buffalo, you can see this image, student, different types of animals are there. Okay, some of them they can run, they can sleep, they can walk very fast. So according to their body language structure, okay, we made them differently. Okay, we classified them easily because we can identify easily the animals. Understood, students? So according to that, they can classify according to their body structure. Just now I said according to their body structure we classified them. One is invertebrates, okay, another is vertebrates. Okay, students, here I will explain you, students, what is invertebrate. Invertebrate, students, invertebrate means animals without a backbone. Okay, students, I will show you, students. Just wait. So I said you, students, invertebrate means animals without backbone. Okay, which animal don't have backbone means backbone is not with that animal is called invertebrate animal. Just you think, student, which animals they don't have any bones means backbones. Okay, for example, I will tell you, student, see this image. This is the human skeleton. Okay, human's bone. Okay, like you and me, inside our body, our skeleton, the bones are like this. So we have bones. Okay, this is called our backbone. Okay, this is our backbone. So like this, in which animal that does not have like this type of backbone is called invertebrate. What? Invertebrate. The animals which don't have any backbone like this type of backbone is called invertebrate. Again, student, and vertebrate, what is vertebrate? Animals with a backbone. Understood, students? The animals which have backbone is called vertebrate. That means, student, now we can conclude we also have backbone, so we are vertebrate. We are comes under vertebrate. Okay. Some animals are like this in this world are there. They don't have backbone. Okay. They don't have bone like this. So this is called invertebrate. So vertebrates can be further classified into mammals. What? Vertebrate animals further we can classify into mammals and reptiles, birds, fish and amphibians. Okay, students. So there are two types of animals are there. One is invertebrate, another is vertebrate. Okay, invertebrate, student, means they don't have backbone. Vertebrate means they have backbone. Again, vertebrate animals we classified into two types. some types, that is mammals, reptiles, birds, fish and amphibians. What is mammals, reptiles, birds and fish? All the things we will discuss, students. Okay. So first of all, students, I can tell you, so there are two types of animals. Okay. One is two types of classified animals. Okay, many different way of classify animals. So in that we classified according to their body structure. Okay, two types of animals according to body structure, according to body structure. Okay, students. So first one is invertebrate. What? Invertebrates. Okay. First one is invertebrate. So just now I said you, student, what is invertebrate? The animals which don't have do not have a backbone. Okay, backside bone is not there, is called without. Okay, don't have or without, I can say without backbone. Okay, it's called invertebrate. Okay, and second one is, student, vertebrate. What? Vertebrate I just told you now, vertebrates. So animals which have with a backbone, animals which have a backbone. Okay, students, so that is called vertebrate animals. Okay, vertebrate animals means animals which have a backbone. Invertebrate animals means animals which do not have backbone. Again, that vertebrate is divided into some, classified into some parts, that is called invertebrate. See, vertebrates again divided into some parts. First one is mammals, mammals, mammals. Second one is reptiles, reptiles, reptiles. And third one is fish. Fourth one is birds, birds. And fifth one is amphibians. Okay, amphibians. Understood? So first one is mammals, reptiles, fish, birds and amphibians. These all are we will discuss. Okay, students, just now you just learn. First is invertebrate, then vertebrate. Invertebrate means the animals which do not have backbone is called invertebrate, and vertebrate animals means animals which have the backbone is called vertebrate animals. For example, mammals, reptiles, fish, birds and amphibians. Okay, understood, students? So now we will go ahead, students. Animals are also classified based on their eating habitat. Okay, by their food eating, what they are eating, according to that also we will classify them, namely herbivorous and carnivorous. Herbivorous means plant eaters, carnivorous meat eaters. Okay, then omnivorous eat both plants and animals, and scavenger means eat remains of dead animals, and parasite means derive nutrition from other organisms. Okay, according to their body structure we divided invertebrate and vertebrate. Now we will discuss according to their food eating habitat. Okay, we will discuss eating habitat, students. So now I will write to student according to their eating habitat. What? Eating habitat. Habits. Eating habits, there are different classified in different types of animals are there. First one is student herbivorous. One is herbivorous. 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 So what do you mean by herbivorous, students? Animals which eat shortly. I will write. Try to understand, student. Herbivorous means animals which eat only plants. Okay, plant is called herbivorous. Example, students: who, cow, okay, deer. Okay, so these are the example of herbivorous animals. Means they will depend upon only the giraffe. Many examples are there. You just think which animals they will eat only the plants leaves. Plants leaves they will eat. They will not eat any non-veg item like others meat. Okay, and something they will not eat. This is called herbivorous. Okay, students. Now we will come to second one is that is carnivorous. Carnivorous. Okay, so animals which eat only meats. Okay, meats or flesh of other animals. Okay, other animals is called carnivorous, students. Okay, students, carnivorous means animals which eat only meats or flesh of other animals is called carnivorous. For example, tiger, dog. Okay, so many are there. Lion. Okay, they will eat others flesh or others meat. So these are called carnivorous. Okay, students. Now we will come to student third one, that is omnivorous. Okay, omnivorous, student, means the animal which eat both plant and animal. Okay, animals which eat both plant and animals. Okay, so that is called omnivorous. For example, student, who will say human beings like we are the omnivorous. How? We also eating the different types of vegetables and also along with chicken, mutton. So this is so we can call ourselves omnivorous. So human beings. Okay, then remain dog also, cat. They will eat both rice and also chicken also. Okay, cat. So these are called omnivorous. Okay, now we will come to student next. Fourth one is scavengers. What is do you mean by scavengers, students? The animals which eat the dead animal of other. Okay, you just think, students. Sometimes you might have seen in your field or some other places, if a snake will be dead. Okay, dead snake is there. If a dog or dead other cow is there, then some other animals will come and eat. Especially dog will come and eat, and eagles, vultures, they will come and eat these dead animals. So this is called scavenger animals. The animals which depends upon the other dead animal. Okay, the animals which eat dead of other animals. Okay, eat others dead animal. Okay, dead of dead animals. Okay, dead animals means if is a cow is dead and we will throw on the field, the other animals will come and they will eat. Dog, vultures, especially for example, student, vulture. Example, eagles, and the dog also come under scavenger. Okay, scavenger both carnivorous also. Understood? So they will eat dead animals. Okay. So next student will come to parasite. Okay. Parasite. Fifth number is parasites. What do you mean by parasite, students? So parasite, student, means the animals which depends nutrition from other organisms. Okay, they will depend upon the other organisms. Okay, directly they will depend. When they will eat, at the same time they will eat from others. Okay, animals which depend upon others. Okay, for their nutrition, okay, for their nutrition they will depend upon the other. So these animals are called parasite because they are depending upon other for their food. Okay, the animals which depends upon other for their nutrition or for their food. Okay, it's called parasite. And scavenger, the animals which eat dead animal of others, like eagles, dog. Omnivorous, animals which eat both plants and animals is called omnivorous. Human beings, dog, cat. Carnivorous, animals which eat only meat and flesh of other animals, that is called tiger, dog. Okay, tiger, dog, flesh. Okay, tiger, dog, lion. Herbivorous, animals which eat only the plants, like cow, deer. They will only eat plant. Okay, vegetables. Understood, students? So I hope all of you understood. Any doubt, you just contact me, and in the next class we will more discuss about their habitation and different types of area, places where they will live. So till that, watch this video properly and try to understand. Thank you, students. Take care.